RMC crafts some of the greatest roller coasters across the world. Iron Gwazi is claimed to be one of their best rides by many roller coaster enthusiasts. Do I think it's the best RMC and the best roller coaster in the world? Find out in this review of Iron Gwazi. Initially a dueling wooden roller coaster, the ride would be modified into a hyper hybrid. The increased stats by this change is surreal. From a tamer wooden roller coaster to one of the most intense rides in the world, the transformation is absurd. I'm glad Busch Gardens Tampa was able to give RMC a call. The theme park's roller coaster would just never be the same without this headliner. It's almost not even a debate that Iron Gwazi is the best ride in the park. For me, it's not even close. But what makes the ride so good? Iron Gwazi features some of the most powerful airtime. Every hill is trying to throw you out of your seat. The power isn't seen on many roller coasters, and it all starts with that first drop. The drop is daunting. It can be seen from across the park, and it's the tallest roller coaster in the entire park. North America's tallest hybrid roller coaster is no joke, because you kick the ride off with a 91-degree beyond vertical drop. Although the chain lift slows down at the apex, this doesn't affect a back row ride as you will be out of your seat. Any RMC drop is one of the best on any roller coaster, and Iron Gwazi is arguably the greatest straight first drop they've ever had. And that only is a setup for the nearly flawless ride to come. The highlight of the ride in my eyes is that airtime. That's what keeps me coming back in line to re-ride Iron Gwazi hundreds of times. No ride truly has the quality and quantity of airtime that Iron Gwazi has. And what makes Iron Gwazi special is how many times you're being flung from the seat laterally. Ejector airtime is always fun, but when the track is banked unconventionally, it makes the experience that much more uncontrollable feeling. It all starts with the outer banked airtime hill. This is definitely one of the best moments on the entire ride. But what makes Iron Gwazi so special is it doesn't lose its steam. There's a wave turn shortly after that offers abundant power for riders to feel truly exposed in an enjoyable way. The experience doesn't end there. The second half is a succession of airtime pops before the final brake run. These hills are underrated and not talked about frequently. It's overshadowed by the amazing first half that people forget the entire ride offers a full package of powerful elements. That is why Iron Gwazi is a special ride. Not many rides can keep the airtime for the entire duration like Iron Gwazi does. The inversions on Iron Gwazi are no joke. You're being whipped around like a rag doll, especially on the infamous death roll. People mention this as the best inversion on any RMC, but I'd like to make the argument that it's a contender for the best inversion of all time. There's something about that whip paired with the sensation of feeling like the ride is uncontrollably maneuvering the element. The hype and praise for the death roll is 100% justified. Ride it for yourself and you will understand. People argue it's the best element on the ride, but for me, it's a close contender for some of the airtime elements, which goes to show just how many standout elements this ride has. Many enthusiasts will argue over whether an element provides a better sensation. The two inversions Iron Gwazi offers are very solid. You only have two in the entire layout, however they are very good at accomplishing the ride's vision of being lost in the chaotic nature of the ride. The pacing of Iron Gwazi is no joke. I mean, seriously, how is it even allowed? This is many's favorite part of the experience. I think intensity enhances the ride and truly separates it from the other RMCs from the hybrid model. The valleys and airtime hills flow and are paced brilliantly. You don't have time to catch your breath until the final brake run, and I appreciate that. I value rides that are intense from the first element until the last brake run. Iron Gwazi is a perfect display of pacing used to elevate a ride's intensity. On paper, some of the dull elements should not provide a forceful sensation, but because of how quick you take these elements, it becomes a great element. How does it stack up to rides of its own model? RMC has some of the most perfect rides in the business. Picking one over the other has always proved to be very difficult. The challenge isn't so simple when each ride does what it tries to accomplish extremely well. You look at a ride like Air Force One that rides very similar to Iron Gwazi. It's got extreme airtime and great inversions. Plus, not to mention that rapid fire intensity. They are very similar in terms of a ride layout. Picking a favorite RMC has proved to be difficult, as it seems the company continues to craft rides that top the next. It only goes to show that RMC's future is looking promising, and the company will continue to grow and innovate. Iron Gwazi for me is near the top of the pack. There's only one ride of their creations I prefer, but I'll have to make a full separate video ranking the rides from RMC that I've experienced. Until then, Iron Gwazi remains near the top of my list of RMCs and is in the top 5 of all roller coasters that I've been able to ride. I'm fortunate to have Iron Gwazi nearby, and a back row ride at night never gets old. It's an experience every roller coaster enthusiast needs to ride just for the raw intensity the ride manages. Let me know where you rank Iron Gwazi with the other recent RMC rides. Thank you so much for watching.